Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. We're going to jump in the queue here. And while we wait, we'll see what Alex Frog and Nameless Surf are up to. Why high econ? I guess Polywalls and maybe Venge? No, Venge would lose to Polywalls, so it can't be that. It must be just like... I don't know, Nameless Surf wants Scorches, and like it's hard to argue. Scorches are usually pretty good. Especially against like a Polywall or something, right? Makes it easier to get value. I don't totally understand Alex Frog's high econ. Yeah, okay, Venges. So I don't think that's good. I think that Polywalls are good enough soak against Venges. What in the hell? Ebbs to help? No, walls. You want to build 2 walls against the Scorches. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Polywall. I guess the opponent can't actually hold a Scorch. They have to click both Scorches to kill the Polywall. Still, it's actually getting good value here. Okay. I guess Alex is trying to go Venges. Maybe Nameless Surf doesn't have enough economy to build the Polywalls that you're gonna need. Because he's got all this red tech. But, like, I expect at some point to see Alex Frog buy, like, 6 or 7 Venges. He's aiming for 8, I think, but that seems a little optimistic. Right, 24 green? Maybe you can do it with Polywall, actually. I think it's going more for 7 Venges with like ebb clicks to help you get rid of these last couple drones. I think you can survive long enough to do that. It's just a question of, is 14 damage a turn going to be enough to kill your opponent? Maybe. They're going to be knocking on your door pretty hard though, I feel like. You have to do this pretty soon. Cost count. A lot of defense with like Plexo, Grid, and Chieftain. The big attacker here is like Lucina basically, right? Or perhaps Redeemer. Frostbrooder is like stupendous though, I think. Maybe it's not that great. You can't pile up, I don't know, if you have like, it's a little bit hard to like hit defense grid or plexos with Frostbrooder. Like it's fine, but it's not efficient and you kind of have to pile up the Frostbites a little bit. So you kind of want like 2 Frostbrooders. I don't know. I feel like this should be a high econ thing, and given so much, well, can you actually, like, you don't want 3 blue, right? So maybe I should not be, like, focusing on defense grid. Yeah, especially with Brooder to counter it. Maybe it's more about, like, Redeemer and Plexo. And then, like, It would be really nice to get a Lucina. But maybe just one Animus to, like, if your opponent does something vulnerable to being breached or to being frozen, you just, like, get an Animus to build Frost Breeders every turn, and you say, like, I'm coming to get ya. I guess Reservoir is the other good attacker in this set. I don't even know how to play, like, what is a Redeemer build? I don't know. I don't think you get 3rd Engie for it, typically. But I don't think CBD is right. Not if you want to have enough money for Frost Breeders. I think you just get, like, a turn 3 Conduit. And especially because we have Plexo and Barrier available, we want more green and more drones. So I think just taking it relatively slow, but not 3rd Engie slow. Might be correct. On the other hand, like, God, the player 2 Redeemer is just so much better. Makes me mad. What if we do this? That'll keep him on the back foot. We can build 2 Redeemers and then, like... No, I can't... Yeah, I can do that. Build 2 Redeemers and then I won't be able to Plexo, will I? That's not so good either. Maybe the first one can be like a borehole or something. Or just a splitter. Something that makes him want to build a wall. This is another, like, I don't know. I should take Redeemer out of my banned units queue, or what's it called? Not boycotted, but I just don't like Redeemer. And as a result, I don't know how to play it. Go figure. This can't be right. If I do this, don't I just, like, lose? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. What? But why? I don't get it. Gauss Cannon does nothing against a wall, so let's not build that. Why on earth would you start with a wall and not, like, even a splitter? I don't know, it just seems like an error. Do I need the second conduit? What is it doing for me? What if I got this? Then I could, like, get Brooder plus Redeemer. I think that's good. It would be there in time for the enemy. I only have 15 drones. That's, like, exactly Brooder plus Redeemer. But then the next turn I can... Yeah, this seems fine. It's there to, like, make the enemy Plexo cells a lot worse. Actually, it's only gonna be early enough to hit a single wall, I guess. Okay, well I can hit Plexos on the second turn, while threatening to get the wall on the first. Now, they get to hold a Redeemer. Well, if they click with everything, they kill an Engineer. If they're holding one Redeemer, then they might as well hold the second, although it does them no good. I don't need Engies, I need Plexos. So this Frostbite right now does nothing. Whew, this is a big smoking pile of attack, huh? Maybe I should have built an Engineer last turn? Did I miss one somehow? This is too much, holding too much by 2, I think? Because I can't attack for everything, and also, even if I freeze walls, there's no point in over-defending, right? Another Brooder? Sure. No, probably not. This is probably enough. What if instead of this, I did something else? There's no way I could get out of Redeemer, right? So that's sort of out of the question. Let's just do something quiet like this. Seems good, I think. I can't freeze walls anymore, but I can freeze Plexos, and then next turn I can freeze a wall again if I want. What if instead of Splitter Rhino... No, I don't... I could build a Redeemer. I don't think that's a good idea. Wow. For real? It's gonna be an interesting turn a couple turns from now, I think. He needs to kill me before that happens. You have to attack with everything to kill a wall, and holding anything back lets the wall survive. So there's actually no exploit here, I believe. I mean, you could hold back 2 Redeemers, but obviously that's not real value. I would love to buy a Redeemer next turn, but I guess that's not likely to be possible. Yeah. Maybe I just don't have enough real attack. This way I have what? 5, 6 attack, 12 attack. I don't think I should freeze these these walls. I think I should hang on to this to guarantee that I can get in for some Redeemers next turn. Right? Any amount of defenses you build does nothing. You have to hold drones is the only way to defend. Come on, I want to breach for a multiple of 4, please. This is breaching for 9? So 3 less is what I need? No, sorry, 1 less. I can't do 1 less. Sure, I could do that. It seems sort of silly, but whatever. I dread to look at the damage graphics and just be, it's not that silly. Okay. Huh. So, Frostbreeder, pretty cool, I think. I don't like this at all. It gave me license to build a free splitter, whereas if you just build a splitter or even a Redeemer, I would have been in a much tougher spot. And I don't know. Frostbreeder is just so powerful in this set that I think you needed to get it somehow. I think this freeze was worth it, right? It makes him lose a ton of drones and... Like, if you keep the bites around, they're continuing to threaten, and so the drones sort of have to stay holding back. But, in actuality... is this the turn where I... Yeah. If I have 5 Frostbites, they don't get very good freeze, right? Against, like... Unless the opponent obligingly builds another wall and another force field. Then, yeah, I'd rather have saved the bites, I think. Although, even then, it might be fine. But just having too many bites, some of which are dying off, like, I don't know. I think it was worth it to spend 2 Frostbites to deal 2 damage, which included drone damage, right? Importantly, it didn't just deal 2 damage, it also shifted 6 damage, or, yeah, 6 damage away from things he wanted to lose into things he would rather keep. 3, I guess? 4, whatever. This next turn? I don't know about these bites, honestly. I would probably be able to get value out of 5 bites next turn. And this was 3 Frostbites to deal 2 damage. But it also removed a lot of my threat. I don't know. I think if I don't do this, the opponent will just lose wall onto wall, reducing my attack surface. And I guess they're building another wall, but then like they have all these engineers that I can't effectively freeze. I won't be able to threaten that much. I don't know. I feel like they might have had this game if they didn't try for that third Redeemer. Because they just have a bit more attack than I do. Well, I mean, they have 7 and I have like 5 and a bit. I have these 2 Brooders is my main advantage, which means I have access to Plexos and he doesn't. So I can continue building attack more easily. Whereas the opponent, it's a bit rough. If you don't want a third Redeemer, what exactly are you getting? Borehole, maybe? To protect against this threat. Yeah, maybe you kind of have to stop at like 7 or 8 attack. Against which I can hang on pretty well with just Plexos. So I think I was winning either way. I think this way made it pretty easy for me, but maybe the other way would have too. Just like, I don't know, man, when you're sitting here looking at 2 Frost Brooders and your opponent gives you 6 Gauss charges, it's like pretty cool. Assuming that they have anything worth breaching, of course. Which if you have 2 Frost Brooders, it must be because there's stuff worth breaching. Alright, and this breach is clearly worth it, although the details of how to do it are unclear. It's just win the game, so okay. And I know it's kind of a short episode compared to, you know, I tried in the past to aim for like 30 minutes. I've recently been feeling a little bit frustrated with Prismata. I've been playing badly, and it's made recording feel a bit like more of a chore, and so I don't exactly want to stop, because when I'm playing, like, it's mostly fun, but also I'd rather have more shorter episodes than get to the point where I don't really want to play but feel like I need to in order to get something uploaded tomorrow. So for now, we're gonna fix the problem with just, sorry, some of the episodes are shorter. That's life. Hope you guys are enjoying. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.